Hi, welcome to Board Gems. In this video, I'll be comparing two editions of the roll and write game Roll to the Top, designed by Corné van Moorsel and Peter Joustra. Here are the two editions. The original Cwali edition of Roll to the Top used pads that we tear off a sheet to use, and this is a later edition in which they were laminated sheets. That's on the left, and on the right, the recent reprint from Allplay. The Allplay edition is a standard size for Allplay. The original was much smaller, but the new edition is not so large anyway, and it comes with much larger sheets. Note that the original edition goes up to 5 players maximum, and the new edition goes up to 6. The Cwali rulebook is pretty clear, very brief rules, and you can see it has multiple languages there. I don't have a preference really between the rules of the original and the new. The new one is also really clear, although it has some language like explore the landmark, which, I mean, you're writing numbers on a laminated sheet. I don't know how much you're exploring. The Cwali dice are pretty standard. Of course, there's also that white die, which is special to this game. And in Roll to the Top, they have custom dice, including a custom 4-sided die. Very nice, almost brush stroke for the numbers on the dice. So they didn't have to make custom dice for Roll to the Top, but they did, and they look nice. Here's 2 of the landmarks, Pyramid at Giza and the Eiffel Tower. You can see how much larger the Roll to the Top editions are. While this is relatively minor, the spaces where you write in the numbers are always white. They're white but partially transparent in the original, so if you have a dark background like here for the pyramid, it's not quite as clear, but it's fine. 2 more, slightly more advanced maps that are featured in both, the tree and the Matterhorn. No changes to anything as far as I can tell. Very nice illustrations they went with for Allplay instead of the photos they used for Cwali. Note that the shape and size of the original in the center there are about postcard material and size and shape. That's good to note. We'll come back to that. And here's 2 of the special sheets, which are featured in both editions. Here's one that is the same map, but it's changed. It was originally a cube house, something I'm not so familiar with. Maybe it's Dutch, which would explain its inclusion. The game is originally from the Netherlands, but it's been replaced with the Changyang Bridge. Now here are some sheets which are missing in the new edition. In the center, I have no real strong opinion about the Space Needle. It's the pyramid in reverse, basically. It's fine, but I would agree with Allplay that the game probably doesn't need both that and the pyramid. And I'm actually quite happy that the Burj Khalifa has been removed. This was kind of presented as sort of the introductory sheet, but it's a little almost too simple. I think the pyramid is already pretty simple and is enough for a starting sheet. To the sides are 2 sheets. There were special sheets for the original that are not featured in Allplay. There's a 3rd one which I neglected to take a photo of, which is a rather Mondrian look to it. I've never played these ones. The special rules just for some reason discouraged me from trying them, just never got around to them. But here are some sheets that are present in the new edition that's not in the old. The Half Dome Yosemite, Marina Bay Sands, and the Taj Mahal, which has a special rule that you can also subtract dice instead of add dice. Some nice variety in these. And 2 more special ones. Big Ben in Parliament has a special rule that sometimes when you build in one, you can automatically add a number in the other. And Arches National Park, it has some of the arrow things going on like it did with the Hadar Center shown earlier. Now, one thing that's present in the package is a sort of, I guess you could call it a little bit of a story that's told about somebody traveling. Pairs of sheets are included. They're double-sided sheets. And these sheets are included in envelopes. And they're numbered 1, 2, and 3. And each envelope also has a postcard, which tells a little bit of story of the traveler that is featured in the game. I'm not really a fan of this extra stuff because it serves no game purpose and it just adds actually extra effort if you're going to bother putting the sheets inside the envelopes. Then every time you want to play with them, you have to take them out. I guess it's better having it than not having it. I do have to wonder how much of the cost was increased just to include this superfluous stuff. I will say that I appreciate the callback to the postcard-sized sheets from the original edition, that they include these postcards here, both in this and in the expansion. More envelopes, more postcards, a different journey told by someone else. I suppose some people get a kick out of it. You can make it almost like a little mini campaign where you go through the sheets in order and read out the details of the journey, but it doesn't really have anything to do with the game. I probably would have preferred a cheaper price point, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Roll to the Top's not that old a game, but keep in mind that older games don't stop being good just because newer games come out. Take care.